Cześć, witajcie, witam was serdecznie. Pokupowałem sobie trochę skóry, zupdate'owałem się. Patrzę, a tu koleś, nie? Koleś sobie biegnie. No to mówię, no to co zróbmy. O fuck! Wow, no czemu R nie działa? Aha, bo nie jest... O. Dobrze. O fuck. Dobrze. O nie, nie dobrze. Dobrze. No kurde, patrzcie jaki szybki. Dobra, mam już jedno. Aha. O, mi piznął. Dobra. Kurde, 80 metrów kolejny idzie, zaraz tu przylezie. Będzie jadka. Ała. Dobra. Łuk. Na rozwalenie łuk. Uciekamy. Jak go zwali? Jak go zwali? Coś od alkoholu? O kurde, 26. To nie, to już nie walczymy. Dobra, idziemy tam. Wypad. Przecież ja mam konia, nie? Tylko że koń to tutaj nie zasuwa pewnie, co? Wypad. Goni mnie? Jakoś słabo mnie goni, 16-15 metrów, zobaczcie. Widziałem psa? O Jezu, walnął kunia. Ile? 3 skóry, warto było. Naprawdę skór mi brakuje. Kupiłem ostatnio od Kowala tam parę. Się okazało, że Kowale też są bogaci i mają różnego rodzaju rzeczy. Jadę sobie tu w gnoju.
Kassandra, it's you!
A co ty tu robisz?
You said you weren't coming back to Kefalonia, so I decided to leave too.
I said I wouldn't be coming back. But I don't remember saying you should leave.
Well, here I am.
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe...
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So you somehow work here? For Peryklesa?
No, for Aspasia.
How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky. I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. You don't want to scare people in there.
Well,
Fuck.
I think I'm ready to go in.
Muszę
You
zostać
can't.
broń.
Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
There's no way I'm wearing that.
But if you don't,
I mean it, Phoebe.
you have to leave your weapons here, though.
Fine.
No ale broni też nie chciałem zostawiać. No jak to? Ej, ktoś mi tam zaatakuje?
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
Aż mi się hełm założył. Yo!
Here, Kassandra. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made her grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotus! Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
Perhaps your individual fashion sense would get their memories working. Now then, let me introduce you to everyone.
Nie, będę
They
musiał
may
gadać
not
z nimi?
look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
It looks more like a lover's quarrel to me.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies. You should drink more. Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
I'm not sure great is the term I would use.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Okej.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Mystios like you think of a party like this?
Nuda. No.
This is going to be a long night. Party should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first place.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your brother said.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
Me too.
Coś się zrypało, słuchajcie, na tych animacjach przycina, nie? Nie wiem, czy sama gra. No sterowniki aktualniają, ale to tak nie wydaje się płynnie działające. Ale mu piznąłem!
Amistios? Here? I suppose they've sent you to mock me for my fight with Euripidis.
There's a war at the city walls, suffering, starvation, and you're in here arguing because someone at the party isn't giving you the attention you need?
That's no way to calm down someone who is obviously upset.
No, it's not.
I really made a fool of myself this time, didn't I? I'm Sophocles, though I'm sure you knew that. And you are?
I am looking for information that'll help me find someone. A Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripidis. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous, xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
Ha!
So we get him drunk and he talks. He sounds more Argiv than Athenian.
Impressive, foreigner. Euripidis is from Argos.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripidis is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
How do you know Pericles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I'm the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripidis, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen. You're awfully worked up over Euripidis. You sure you're just friends?
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Euripidis and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams it with a banal young plaything, Aristophanes, I will never know.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Świetnie.
You shouldn't be in here. What do you want?
I've
Wytrawny.
come to get your finest dry wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
Wziąłem wytrawne. A jak jeszcze miałem wziąć? Wypadł.
Amistios in Perykles's abode? I never thought I'd see the day. You must have seen me doing my impression of Hermippos. I call it the dejected weasel. Tell me, what does it think?
Did you just call me it? Watch your mouth, Athenian.
It speaks, and so feisty too. Sometimes I wonder if I'm doomed to be the only young and beautiful thing here. So, what do they call you?
Kassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Kassandra, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripidis. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripidis.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripidis likes to say. Don't you, Euripidis?
When I need to relax, I start a fight. For you, though...
Quickly! Bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
I'm Pericles' new servant. I'd be happy to bring some wine.
An Athenian servant, you. And these are wine-pouring muscles.
I was a rower on Perykles's ship where he took pity on me. Now I pour wine for people who question my word. And his.
I wasn't questioning, perhaps one drink.
To Dionysos.
Uchlejemy ich.
This is delicious.
This is nectar of the gods. Another round.
How about some more?
Nie wiem ile mogę im wlać, bo jak mi padną to nic mi nie powiedzą, nie?
Where did you find this delicious wine? It must be Perykles's finest.
You know what they say, good wine makes good friends.
Perykles's invited all of you here for some reason.
Either we dine here and praise Perykles, or we dine with Cleon. But Cleon has all the charm of a typical politician. A horrible voice, bad breeding, and vulgar manners.
Why don't you just apologize to Sophocles?
It's he who should apologize to you.
Sophocles is a friend, and one good friend is worth an entire family. He just needs time to recover from his outburst.
Ready for another?
Fajnie z tymi oczami zrobić, jak
This
łypię
is
na
the
nich.
best symposium I've been to in a while.
You know what? I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she'd trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos.
Dobra.
Here I come.
I tam jeszcze coś mam. O.
Someone's being hurt. Open this door or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I only came to this symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Now, it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Prostitutes? This is serious.
They don't like being called that, and for good reason. They offer so much more than their bodies.
Such as...
These women are companions, counselors, confidants. Powerful men come to the Etera asking for advice, and value their words more than those of their closest friends and advisors.
Ali! Come back inside!
Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anfusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anthusha in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
O matka, cóż za impreza. A ten gdzie tam jest u góry? Nie mogę stąd wyjść?
No! Out! Out!
To nie działa. Co ty robisz, idiotko? Nie gadamy z nimi jak nie musimy, nie? To wszystko wziąłem.
How's Euripidis? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
Dobra.
Yes, you
O Jezu, nie z tobą chciałem
I
gadać.
admit, I'm surprised to see you here, but everything has a price, as you said. I can't help but wonder what price you paid to gain entry to the symposium.
Keep wondering.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
If you've been arguing this long and you haven't agreed yet, just give up.
We're discussing the nature of rulers. Where better to do so than here? I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
This argument between you two is pointless.
Perhaps. How do you define art?
I'm not getting dragged into this.
Very well. Answer this. Does the artist not give form and symmetry to her subject?
Well, yes.
Laws and justice do much the same for people, do they not? And is there any better way to communicate the story of a people than by revealing its customs and laws? If yes, then ruling, and thus justice, must be an art, as Thrasymachos says.
If you say so.
Aspasia.
Okej. Pewnie będę musiał z nią pogadać, jak znam życie.
You shouldn't be too hard on Socrates. He really has a brilliant mind, even if he comes off a little strong.
He isn't always like that, is he?
Ah, Phoebe. Peryklesa has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Kassandra can help. Everyone listens when she talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Kassandra will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
I did what I had to, and I'd do it again. I make no apologies.
We do what we have to survive, and there's no shame in that, believe me. You make an interesting choice, Kassandra, in not dressing to fit in.
Fit in? Fancy clothes wouldn't help me fit in. Your Athenian chitons are strange to me.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I've been searching for a woman named Myrimi, my mother. I think she may be in danger, and my search brought me here.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Peryklesa to come down.
Nareszcie.
Perhaps later. First, explain
Co
to me
teraz?
your point of view.
Do góry. Szukam schodów. Albo pójdę za nią, bo ona może wiedzieć, że są schody, nie? Haha. Nie ma. Tu jest wyjście. Nie wyjdę tędy. Czekajcie, tu. Tu coś jest. Zamknij ryj. Będę musiał wejść po schódku? No nie, tu kuchnia była, nie? Tu się dupczą. Wypadł. A tu są schody. Dobra, sorry, nie zauważyłem. Od razu hejt, nie? Wyważamy drzwi.
Kassandra?
I don't recall sending for you, Miss Theos. Phoebe shouldn't have let you in here.
You've been hiding from your guests long enough. Aspasia seems to think so too.
She usually does. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Why send Metiochos to the fishing district if it's dangerous?
I would never have sent him into danger willingly.
It seems you have many loyal friends.
My people are important to me.
I don't understand why you had Anaxagoras ostracized. Socrates said he was your friend.
I won't risk the lives of those close to me if there's something I can do about it.
So you did this to protect him?
Anaxagoras understood my fears. 10 years may be a long time, but at least he'll be safe.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people, would want to follow the law.
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk him being found guilty. And of course, there were other threats.
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but one day when you have a friend you'd do anything for, you'll understand.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Peryklesa. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to her, Peryklesa.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm related to one of the cult members, and I believe him when he says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
Wreszcie koniec imprezy! O matko, świetnie. Skończyło się, czy jeszcze nie? Opuść. Spadamy stąd. Ale moja laska nie wchodzi. Ja pierdyle, muszę klasykiem iść. Inaczej się nie da. Mam nadzieję, że nikt nie będzie mnie zaczepiał. Sorry, że cię piznąłem.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
Tak.
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You'll get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
Nie wiem, no.
There's
Jeszcze
a woman on
lepsze.
the island of Chaos that I need to meet. I think I'll head there first.
I've heard there are pirates there.
I'll be
Fajnie.
sure to be careful.
Good. Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia about Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault. I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened, okay?
Okay, thanks. I knew I could count on you.
Byłem tam kiedyś, nawet wróciłem. Wcale nie wyglądało, żeby wszyscy chorowali. Ściema. Propaganda jakaś.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Kassandra!
Faktycznie, tyle się nie nagadaliśmy tutaj. Trop dotyczący czciciela. Dawaj mi swoją skórę. O kurde. O kurde, widzieliście? Czy ja nie minąłem tego? Popierdoleńca? Łowcy? Chyba tak, co? Muszę się schować. Szybka akcja i ucieczka. O, panie! Ja tego chciałem skórę gnoja. Jestem w krzaku, a tu dwóch ich jest. Pozdrawiam was, cześć.